Good morning, this is your Stat Sensei, Mr. Spensei, and this is the exit ticket for chi-squared units of fit, and the scenario is know your place. So, let's look back at the scenario. The scenario was a grocery store manager wishes to determine whether a certain product will sell equally well in any of five locations. Five displays are set up and each product is randomly assigned to one of the locations. The resulting sales numbers were as follows. We ran the test in the previous video and we said, hey, you know what? We actually had 206 total sales with 43 selling. We observed 43 being sold at location one, 29 at location two, 52 at three, 34 at four, 48 and five. All right. We also calculated our expected values by taking the total number of sales and dividing by the five locations. So we averaged 41.2 sales per location. All right. So our exit ticket says which location, one, two, three, or four, five, had the greatest contribution. We're going to do this last. We're going to kind of go out of order. Justify your response and show the calculation for the contribution. First off, how many samples were there? Well, what did we do? We took um, one sample. We did this once, and we have one sample, and we had, in this case, one variable. And the variable in this case, and I need to change pins, the variable is sales. That's our variable. Then it asks for the number of levels. All right. Well, the number of levels would be the number of locations, and we had one, two, three, four, five locations. So the number of levels in this case is five. So the variable sale and the levels is five. All right. So the chi-squared formula is observed minus expected. Excuse me. Chi-squared equals observed minus expected squared over expected. So that's our formula. So the contributions, and I'll show you where those came from in a moment, is the observed value minus the expected value squared over the expected. And then 29 was the observed minus 41.2. And then 52 minus 41.2, et cetera, et cetera. Well, if I calculate the value for each one of those, I get what's known as the contribution. I could sit there and go, all right, and I'm going to do it for the first one, but not after that. Parenthesis, 43 minus 41.2, close the parenthesis and square that, and I'm going to divide by 41.2. And I get a contribution of 0.0786 is what we listed here. But I can do this much faster by running the test. So running the test, I look at the bottom of the screen and there's my contribution. And if I keep scrolling, I get to the next one, and then the third one, and there's the fourth one, and there's the fifth one. There'll be five contributions. Why? Because we had five levels. All right. So which was the largest? Well, that one. Location two had the largest impact. Why? Because it differed by more than the expected. Matter of fact, in this case, it was the sales were the lowest there, but it still had the greatest impact. All right. So hopefully that helps. So contribution, that's not contraband. Contribution is the one. And by the way, when we add up all these values together, our chi-squared value is 8.9029. When I add up all these values together, I get 8.9029. All right. Hope this helps, and I certainly look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.